Hello, and welcome to Canadian Rights Reviews, where we examine the ins and outs of Canadian rights, freedoms, laws, and policies. On February 22, 2021, Chris Ivani visited a Burnaby, BC, Canadian Tire outlet. Chris claims to have a medical exemption that does not allow him to wear a face mask. Canadian Tire employees asked Mr. Ivani to leave the store. Two videos are available of the incident. One from Chris Ivani's phone and one captured on the phone of another customer in the store. Neither video captures the entire incident, and at times we are left with little more than audio of what is happening.
No, I will not leave your store.
Out of the store.
Go call the cops. Go.
Out of the store.
Go.
Let's go.
Get out of my
Out
way.
of the store.
No.
Let's go.
You will get the out of my way.
Out of the store.
Oh.
Don't touch me.
Oh, what are you
Out
going
of
to
the
do?
store. Get out of the store.
Get out of my way.
Get out of the store. Hey, you're done. Get out of the store.
Don't touch me.
You don't get to punch us, buddy.
I didn't punch you.
One of the store employees has just claimed he was punched by Mr. Ivani, which he denied. We cannot see this on the video, but this is where everything really begins to escalate.
Get out of the store. Get out of my store.
Out of the store.
Don't touch me.
Out of the store.
I'm going to punch you. If
Out
you don't
of
touch
the store.
You don't. You stop.
Out of the store.
You stop assaulting
Out of
me.
the store.
Stop touching me.
Out of the store.
Get out of my way.
Out of the store.
Get out of my way.
Out of the store.
Get out of my
Get
way.
out of the store.
You keep touching me and I'm going to drop you, kid.
Get out.
Mr. Ivani is under the impression that he is being assaulted, and store employees are not justified in making physical contact with him. He is not alone. Many Canadians had the exact same reaction when watching this video. In Canada, the relevant section of the Criminal Code covers all forms of assault, which can range from threatening gestures to causing bodily harm and all forms of sexual assault. Interestingly, Section 265.1.c of Bill C-46 states, quote, "While openly wearing or carrying a weapon or an imitation thereof, he accosts or impedes another person or begs." Which we see in this video as the first store employee is carrying some form of knife or box cutter on his hip. This does have the possibility to come into play as an initial assault. On March 11, 2013, Bill C-26 came into effect in Canada. The bill was designed to strengthen self-defense, defense of property, and citizens' arrest laws in Canada. The relevant section of the Canadian Criminal Code Section 35.1 Section A through D show. Paraphrasing for simplicity and understanding, as the store employees are authorized to ask Mr. Ivani to leave the premises and he has refused to do so, they would not be guilty of assault in physically removing Mr. Ivani from the store, as long as the means used to do so are reasonable. Ultimately, store employees ended up performing a citizen's arrest on Mr. Ivani. However, it appears the original intent was to remove Mr. Ivani from the store. Further, the citizen's arrest statutes read much the same as long as means used are considered reasonable. To this point, I would not consider any of the store employees' actions unreasonable given the circumstances.
Store. You're going to get knocked out, buddy.
You don't do that.
You're going to get knocked out.
No.
Here we see handcuffs in the hand of one of the store employees. These will come into play further in the video but are meaningful now, as in British Columbia licensed security professionals are required to go through advanced security training to receive an endorsement to be able to legally carry and use handcuffs. This training must be renewed every 3 years. In this case, we do not know if any of the store employees has received this training, or if any are licensed security, but this could be a noteworthy detail.
Out of the store.
You don't touch me.
Out of the
Don't
store.
touch me.
Get out of the store.
Do not touch me.
In a minute, I'm going to put you in.
Don't touch me.
So get out of the store.
My human rights
You-
are trumping your bullshit mask mandates.
Leave
No, I will not leave your store.
Out of the store.
Go call the cops.
This is where Mr. Ivani's video ends. The duration of the event continues as captured by an unknown bystander.
You are going to remove your hands from my person now. You're pushing me. Get your hands off of 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 me.
Here is where, in this commentator's opinion, the means used by store employees became unreasonable. I am sure Mr. Ivani agrees. I know George Floyd would agree, and in fact, even the store employee using the chokehold seems to agree, as the hold is removed quickly after Mr. Ivani has made it clear he cannot breathe.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe.
As you can talk. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
Your hands off of me.
Put your hand behind your back.
I can't breathe.
Put your hand
I
behind your back.
can't breathe. You're choking me. Somebody film this, please.
Nobody's choking.
Film this.
Put your hand behind
They're
your back.
assaulting me.
Put your hand behind your back.
You're fine. You guys aren't the police. You're nothing. Get your hands off of me. Get off me. Get your hands off of me. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, God. Ow! You're hurting.
Oh, you got it.
You're hurting me. Can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Nobody's touching you. Over there. Right,
Please. Stop this. Stop this. I can't breathe.
Shortly after Mr. Ivani was handcuffed, Burnaby RCMP arrived to take him into custody. Mr. Ivani was home a few hours later. According to a GoFundMe page set up by Mr. Ivani, he has been charged with 2 counts of assault and lost his job over the incident. He states funds raised are for his legal defense and a counter-suit against Canadian Tire employees and the news media, which he feels has slandered and committed libel against him. There are no winners here. Mr. Ivani gets a fail. Regardless of mass medical exemptions or who assaulted who first, a private business has the right to refuse service and the right to ask him to leave. If he felt he had a legal case for being asked to leave, he should have documented his ejection from the premises and sought relief in court. Canadian Tire employees also get a fail. And not just for the unreasonable force of a chokehold. Just because you are legally allowed to do something does not mean you should. Store employees could have shadowed Mr. Ivani in store while awaiting police arrival without escalating the situation. The incident has been a public relations nightmare for Canadian Tire, and while I am not a financial expert by any means, I cannot help but think the substantial dip in Canadian Tire stock price in the weeks following this incident are indeed related. We will update you further if we learn of any meaningful developments in this case. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.